It is never too early to start planning and planting for spring. Spring will be here in no time. I got a lot of projects going on, and one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to get rid of that big holly that was sitting right here in front of my house. It was covering up the window, so I got a good bit of it down. And then my daughter-in-law started her project. She has 2 of the raised beds, and she's going to start growing. And she has built this so she could put chicken wire over it to keep the animals out. And then while she's doing that, I'm going to finish cutting down the rest of the holly. Like I said, I really, really hate the holly. And once I get that down, I'm going to start working on the ivy. This ivy has taken over and it's just into everything. My son sprayed it, but it's still refusing to die. So I have to get out there and physically pull it all out and rip it out of the ground. And we just have to get rid of it. And during this cold spell, I actually got inside and I got some of my indoor growing started. I did plant some tomatoes, and I also started the Roma rainbow seed tomatoes. I got those started. And I'm going to read this off the package that I got from the Vineyard Chicks. These are the Roma tomatoes. They are high summer life cycle. Start indoors, emerge 10 to 14 days. They need full sun. They are tall, they are not frost tolerant, and days to harvest are 75 days, and the degree of difficulty is easy. These are a heritage hybrid. So I got those started, and then I also got the peppers started. These are the Early Cow Wonder Seed pepper. They are early summer. They are start indoors, emergence is 10 to 20 days. They need full sun. Their growth habit is sturdy. They are tall. They are killed by frost. Days to harvest is 75. They are easy heritage heirloom pepper. So I got those and some other tomatoes started. I had a bunch of half-empty packages, so I decided to go ahead and get those done. And then I went ahead and ordered some Haas Better Boys, the hybrids. Those grow really well here, and we decided that I'm going to go ahead and use up these seeds, but from now on, mostly we're just going to grow the Better Boys because we get such good results out of them. The Roma tomato seeds and the Early Cow Wonder Seed pepper. Now these are both a part of the Survival Seeds 2025. This is food security and seed survival. This is part of this collaboration. And this is hosted by VC Family Homestead, Lazy Days Ahead, and Bushcraft Family. Bushcraft is doing herbs, and I haven't planted those yet, but those will be soon. Now, it is not too late to join this collaboration if you like. You can go to the website. It's survivalseedscollab.com, and they have a form that you can fill out, and you can still join and be a part of this great collaboration. We have people joining every day. A part of this collaboration is just creating videos that can discuss your seed types, where you're growing it, your reaction to how they've grown, maybe why you joined, what you hope to learn and share. And then the collaboration also has several live streams on Sundays at 5:30. It's the VC Family Homestead, and that's going to be Eastern Standard Time. Lazy Days Ahead, they don't do alternating Saturdays at 6 p.m. And on Wednesdays at 8 p.m., that's going to be Bushcraft Family. And at the end of the month, they have a big live stream that is on VC Family Homestead, where they give away some really great prizes. So join the collab or just come and watch the live streams. And don't forget to watch all the videos to support these creators that are part of this collaboration. All right, guys, so these seeds are tiny. So again, my rule is whatever the size of the seed, you want twice the depth of soil on top of this. And this is actually a potting soil. It's not a good starting mix, but sometimes you just have to use what you have, and that is okay. They'll come up if they're viable, and so we shall see. Now, when it's time to start my Better Boys, I want to make sure that I've got a good starting soil mix, because I want to give my tomato plants the best start that they could possibly have, because we depend on these tomatoes to fill our pantry. We just basically parboil our tomatoes, peel them, and put them into jars, and then water bath them. And we use them for a lot of things. Mostly I'll use them in chili, or we use them in our spaghettis. But, you know, we use a lot of tomatoes, and this helps cut our cost, you know, from the grocery store because everything's so expensive. Plus, I love a good tomato sandwich. There's nothing better than a good slicer, a couple of large pieces of tomatoes on white bread with some mayonnaise and a little bit of salt. And guys, that is a meal for me. I love my tomato sandwiches. But yeah, we grow a lot of tomatoes because we use them. And that's going to be the same way with our okra. We use a lot of okra, and I'm going to get those started too, along with cucumbers. And of course, I have a whole list of other seeds that I'm going to be starting this year. So keep an eye out for those videos. I think one of the things that I'm going to be doing next is starting my herbs. Now, 3 of these herbs are going to be from Bushcraft family. That's hyssop, oregano, and bee balm. I'm really looking forward to getting the bee balm growing. And then I have a lot of my own that I'm also going to be growing. And so I need to find a spot for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in my raised beds, maybe some of them, and then maybe a few more I'm just going to put across the street in the big garden, but we shall see. Keep an eye out for that. Oh, and I almost forgot to add this to the video, but I'm glad I remembered. This is the Aji Charapita, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or it is a pepper that has a Scoville heat that is comparable to the cayenne pepper. But I've also heard that it could be a little sweet, a little fruity, and a little mild. It just depends. Now, this is a very tiny pepper, and it's supposed to be one of the most expensive peppers that you can grow. And it's because it's so tiny, you have to grow a lot to get a good amount of them. They say that this little pepper is really good with tropical dishes, maybe a salsa, some sauces. It's good with fish and chicken. They say that it's originally from Peru, and in reference to a jalapeno, it says it could be anywhere from 4 to 20 times hotter. And for the size, they say think pea size. So I was watching another gentleman do these little peppers, and what he does is he collects them. He slices them, he collects the pepper seeds so that he can reseed and sell the seeds. And then he takes what's left over, he dries them and grinds them into a powder. So I was thinking that maybe that was something that I could do, but we shall see. I put in 6 seeds, so we'll see if I can get 6 plants and maybe a good small harvest along with all my jalapenos. Again, we will see. I will certainly be making videos out of it so that you can see the progression. All right, guys, I am done with this planting, and you can see everything that I planted. I love being able to write and keep track of what I planted. It's so easy to get confused. But guys, look, there's Cole. He's sitting outside watching the chickens. He is such a good kitty. I love that little guy to death. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. For those that get all the way to the end, I really do appreciate you. You guys have a blessed and joyous day, and I will see you on my next video.